I feel like every time I do this, it feels like starting from the beginning again because it's just been so gappy this year. And that's really annoying because I was on such a good roll. Being summer, I'm taking it a bit more easy on myself because we all want time to go and do things and hang out and be in the sunshine. And as any of you who have spent any time in London know, the sunshine is very few and far between. I was away in Barcelona last week. This week we've just been so busy with friends' birthdays and went to All Points East, and then on Saturday we were part of Tour de Fridge, which was a really fun weekend, which I'm sure you can guess from the title is just cycling house to house, having some drinks and snacks. I also wanted to say, if you're new here or you've come back, please like and subscribe. I've been just so blown away by the influx of people who have joined, and so I thought now is as good a time as any to do a bit of a refresher on who I am and my vibe and what's going on here. So in today's video we are going to be making one of those little meet the artist boards that always pop up on Instagram, and I never really made one despite really always wanting to. So today seems like a good time to do that. I think how we're going to do it is I'm going to draw and talk in real time, so it won't be sped up today, and we will just see what comes out. I haven't scripted anything, so we're just going to see what comes out. Okay, so today we're drawing on my tablet on Procreate. I thought I'd try keep footage rolling while I draw so that, you know, it's a bit more interesting to watch. Get a bit more of a variety. Let me first start screen recording this bad boy. What colour? You know what? That's a great place to start. What is my favourite colour? I have always been a red girl. So maybe we just drop the background as red and get started with that. Well, we've hit a snag already, so let's go with like a blue. Because red's going to be too dark to draw on. Let's go with blue and just have everyone know that red. It should be red. You bear with me with the light going and coming. We're just gonna ignore that. Now I like to pick kind of a brownie or sometimes navy. Oh, that's a better idea. Navy blue color for my outline, just because I find black can be quite jarring, and I think that starting with something a little more colorful is helpful for the creative process. The next thing I do is I zoom really far into my screen to do a quick little sketch. I don't know why. It's just way less daunting if I know that I'm like really microscopic on it, and then I will zoom back out. You know what that means. Make the picture wider, bigger, and then clean it up and like retrace it basically. Okay, so where should we start? I, as you can tell, am a brunette European chickadee. I would say I've a bit of a heart-shaped face if I were to really pick a shape for myself. My ears, I always draw them big, and this is a hangover from the fact that they used to be very big, but then I got them surgically pinned back. So that old Dumbo no longer got bullied. How nice. Okay, let's go for a little whatever pose. A little, no biggie. Put one little shoulder up, drop the other shoulder. This hand comes out. It's whatever. It's hey. It's whatever. And then the thing is, when I draw bodies, I always make all the limbs quite like big and bobbly. That just seems to naturally be the way that I do it. It does make it hard for when I come over, like when I come to clean it up a bit more, because there's just so much space that I'm just not going to use. Okay. That is not quite sitting. Oh, I haven't done that in ages. So I've drawn straight onto the background. That's alright. We'll sketch over this anyway. Always check what layer you're on before you draw. Hot tip. Okay, well, I don't like that at all, but we can almost completely redo it with this touch up. This is actually a very hard skill, to think about what I'm saying and drawing at the same time, but we're going to persevere and see how we get on. So where was I up to? So I have brown hair, a bit of the fringe, which I've always kind of had. At the moment it's kind of like curtain bang style, if you can call it that. What I call it is it needs to be washed. So let's go with that. I always have a little bit of hair that I like to have in front of my ears. And this is really hard. Let's put me in what I wore the other day. I bought this really nice collared top when I was back in New Zealand, and I love it. I love wearing it. It's like, you know, when you get something that's the right amount of baggy and the right amount of like where it hits you on the hips or on the waist or wherever you like it, it just hits perfectly. That's what I got. And I wear it so often. I really, really love it. I am, oh yeah, speaking of getting this in New Zealand, I am a Kiwi, obviously. My star sign is Scorpio. I don't know if that's surprising or not to those who are interested. And I am second born. I'm one of 6 kids, so big old fam. Alright, what else? If I really had to pick the type of music, I love all types of music. Like last weekend I went to watch Kitchenada. I've been to a lot of drum and bass gigs. I've also done a lot of pop concerts and rap and R&B. But if I really had to be very specific about like one style of music I really like, it'd have to be Midwestern emo, which is very specific, I suppose, but I love it. I love American football. That's a band. I love the Menzingers. I think that I'll probably have to switch over to some footage on my phone because I can see this camera flashing at me about battery space. Let's see how far we get, but just so we have it on camera in the nice camera right now, if you're enjoying this, feel free to just, if you're enjoying this, feel free to subscribe. And we will get back to the drawing. So what have we covered? We covered my name, where I'm from, my birth sign, my siblings randomly enough, my living in ye old London, my music taste. Yeah, I think so. I think that's where we got up to. So yeah, love Midwestern emo, was an emo chick back in the day, and it's never left me. So I don't know. I don't know what more to say on that. I am engaged. That's a pretty big one. And I have been doing YouTube for about a year and a half, I want to say, at this point. And it's been really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Glasses. I wear glasses a lot of the time, especially during the day, because my eyesight is terrible and I am long-sighted, so I need them for any kind of close-up thing, which, surprise surprise, drawing, reading, working on my computer all count as that, and so I end up wearing them the majority of the time. These are new ones. They're from Jimmy Farley. I love them. I have like a more subtle pair, which are, I think, gold or maybe rose gold thin frames, and those are great for when you want to just tone down the vibe, which sometimes you do, but I love these ones because they're just so, I don't know, 70s. Like if I had big chunky beads and short hair, I feel like I could be out of a show from the 70s. Yeah, so that's good. What my eyebrows look like? Oh yeah, kind of nothing, pretty nondescript, I would say. I'm gonna go with little ones for my drawing because that's just more fun. And I want it to be stylized. I'm not trying to like actually draw myself. I'm gonna go with, yeah, pretty round eyes, but I have quite a deep, I don't know, like eye socket eyelid bit. And we'll just go dark for the eyelashes. And then you might not have noticed because I've got my glasses on and I put makeup on, but your girl, she's got her eye bags with her 24/7. Might look a bit intense with such wide eyes. I feel like maybe I should have. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's fine. And then another thing about me is I love trinkets. So I feel like it would only be fitting to add some in here for myself. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't, I'd just like to say it now, it doesn't look like me, I don't think. No. But do you know what? That's fine, because you can't always, they're not always a winner. And also, I am a little distracted by doing a video at the same time, and I'm not going to spend like heaps and heaps of time on it to like perfect the features. We're getting the vibe. The vibe is there. She's got the hair, she's got the clothes. Cheeks are maybe a little too cheeking, so let's trim those down just a tad, and that might help because that was a lot. I don't know if that's helped. We're on the last bar of battery. Let's see if we can get this finitoed. Okay, I'm really procrastinating doing that other hand. So what I'm going to do instead is actually move this eyeball over just a tad. Yeah, sure. Ah! Don't you hate when that happens? Oh my gosh. Like, seriously. Okay. Sometimes I need to get a special glove for my hand so that it doesn't undo stuff all the time whenever I touch the screen. Okie dokie. What else? Got a mole on my cheek. Oh, my hair's over there. Sorry. Oh yeah, can add my septum piercing. That's something. Now on these Meet the Artist things, they always have likes and dislikes. I think I'm just going to do likes because I can't actually think of any dislikes off the top of my head. How nice, how lovely for me. But let's go with little red hearts to do each one. As I spoke about before, Midwestern emo is my favorite genre of music, so we'll go emo rock for that. My comfort show when I just want to chill or while I'm drawing is Moomin, so I'm going to put that down for sure as one of my top loves. Snack wise, I'm a savory gal. I love gummy lollies, but if I really have to pick something to eat on the spot, it's almost always going to be savory food. Something salty for sure. Let's add a final thing. Oh, I'm a cat girl, but I used to own a little cat called Evan, and he was just the absolute cutest. Unfortunately, due to some surgical procedures, had to be put down, but he was my little baby. Let's kind of speed through a little of this coloring process, just because otherwise this video is actually going to be just way too long, and I think I might even run out of space on my iPad storage. So coloring, not the most fun top to color, and also I can't be bothered looking at up the picture at the moment, and so working out how that kind of tartan, I guess, or checkered design goes is not really coming to me very well. But you know, I feel like this really gives the idea, like people know what's going on, they know what it means when you crisscross the colors. What else? I feel like because I'm doing this for a video, it's been nice because it's kind of made me really crunch the process down into the interesting parts. But maybe if I had a bit more time, I would think up some dislikes and some more, you know, random bits and bobs about me. But obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm happy to do any sort of questionnaire situation or just talk more about myself. Something that I feel like I've only mentioned once or twice in some really old videos was that I went to an animation school for 2 years after high school and got a diploma there. Not to say that I wasn't drawing heaps before doing that, but just, I don't know, if it's interesting to anyone that I have gone to, you know, art school, even for the short 2 years that it was. And it was really fun, like I really enjoyed myself, but it was for classical animation, so I really very quickly realized that that wasn't a career path I was interested in taking, and I actually much prefer illustration and world building and storytelling in a more less intensive way, shall we say. I love doing the odd bit of animation, but I really couldn't imagine myself, doing that as a 9 to 5. I think it would kill my enthusiasm for drawing and art. I really am so impressed by people who it doesn't do that with, and they can just, pump out all these bits of animation and then go home and still have their own creative projects happening. I think it's so impressive. But yeah, I just learned very quickly that's not me. So that's fine. And I'd rather figure it out, when I was 17 than after 4 years of, a really expensive art school. So can't complain. So I'm just going to finish up doing the colouring before we jump back into the actual, nicer footage to watch. I will say, because I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I will say that I end up changing the background colour because I actually really hate this blue, and I hated it as soon as I did it, but I just needed to get started with drawing. So we've changed it to a more olive green, which I think works much better. Okay, so my camera charged in time to capture this little end part. Where we got to is, as you'll see from the video recording, we've changed the background to green, and we've shaded, sorry about the chair, we've shaded me up, given me little blushies, everything ready to go. Now I'm just going to doodle some of my favourite little characters that I love. Cool. Okay, one of those, I think I'll do them in white and then I can adjust them later. One that is a must is my Big Ted, who's the oldest, biggest bear you've ever seen, and he's got 2 little ribbons. The other one's rotted off, unfortunately. And yes, there's, oh, that part looks weird. Let me do that again, guys, without half opacity and with a little more love. Oh, okay. He's got little fluffy fur, so he needs to be a little whoop, whoop, whoop. He's got little ears. He's got a little round snout and a sad little mouth, and eyes that aren't sad but look sad because his fur is half covering them. And then just to make it clear, we'll do that for the ribbon for now. Okay. Ted is there. Another one that I love is the classic Miffy. And another one. This one's a difficult one because it's not the easiest to draw. And he's going to look actually a lot like Ted, so I'm going to pull him over here. And that, oh no. Oh, he's tricky. Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. And this is my little friend Monchichi. His hair. I don't know. This is, this is a very cartoony version of Monchichi. Oh, how do we go on Rosa? No, we're gonna go without. But he does have a little bib. And we're gonna go Monchi. Who else? Who else? Who else? Snoopy. These are all from memory. So I think that's wrong. That's wrong. Ignore that. What else do we love? That's easy to draw because we love a lot. Let us let me draw my fiance. Oop. If you'll be so patient with me. He also wears glasses a lot of the time, but he's a little round glasses, and he's got little triangle eyebrows and a little nose and a little mouth. Without making him look too animally, that's his facial hair. Alright. What now? That might be it. Actually, I'm going to do some little fruit. Because I love fruit. There's a strawberry. And we're going to have, and we're going to have lemon. Do you know what? We're going to have a lemon slice, because turns out if you're not using colour, it's actually kind of difficult to tell what things are. Some little cherries. Apple. A peach. What else? I'm gonna just do some more cherries. Cute. And I think that's probably good. You know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. So we're gonna go with not bad. Oh, do you know what? I like, just because it's fun, I'm gonna add in some little seafood. Little fish, little prawn, like tempura done, and let's have some sparkles. That's nice. That's nice. Let's put under here. Oh, let's get a thicker pen. A little too thick. Kiwi. Let's do, whoa, my signature, like that. That's a little too, don't want it to colour fill. That's a little too much. There we go. Easy, easy. Let's date it. And let's call it a day. Woohoo! Nice. Well, I don't know. This is probably going to be a long video because it takes me a long time to draw stuff. I think that this has turned out real cute. I don't know how well. Yeah, that's really struggling in the camera. Looks holographic. I'll put a picture up on screen. But I think that has turned out wonderful. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you next week. Bye.